Out to qualify. Get your lunch.
How about the Logano?
Oh.
Today the role of Joey Logano will be played by Martin Truex Jr. If I could have your attention here in the media center, we are now joined by Martin Truex Jr., the second place qualifier for the 48th annual Firekeepers Casino 400 here at Michigan International Speedway. Martin's lap of 199.016 miles per hour earned him his 9th top 10 start of 2016 and his 6th in 21 races here at Michigan International Speedway. Martin, conditions got a little hot this afternoon. Can you walk us through your lap and the excitement surrounding that?
It was definitely an exciting one, that third round. We freed the car up quite a bit, and it was pretty slideways going into three. So it was a lot of fun out there. Sunday's just going to be it's going to be a blast. Get the tape off and get the race setups in the race cars, and that sun being on the racetrack all day. It's going to get slick. It's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. But all in all, it was a good day for us. We had to work hard on it today, and had trouble getting through tech, and our first run was pretty bad, and our second run was a little better. Our third run was pretty good. So proud of the guys on the Denver Mattress Furniture Row Toyota, and we came out with a good result. So it was a good day. Just keep digging, never give up, and front row start's pretty decent.
Good deal. We'll open up the floor to questions for Martin. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start here with Kenny and go over to Kyle.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Martin, what
Yes,
was it
Kenny.
like for you as far as, when your team's trying to get the car out there and everything? How much did that play into you guys not getting a good run in that
Not at all.
first session?
Not at all. I think the biggest thing was just the track conditions changing so much. It got so much hotter. The pace slowed down quite a bit. And anytime that happens, it changes these cars considerably. So that was the biggest factor. I was fine. I figured I knew we'd get through eventually, and if we'd get a lap in when it was ready. So just calm, cool, collected, and wait my turn.
Go with Kyle.
Kyle Bukrevsky, thefourthturn.com. With qualifying speeds being 2 miles an hour slower than practice speeds, do you have an idea how weather sensitive this Michigan package is?
Yeah, definitely. It is for sure. Since the softer the tires get, the blacker the track gets, the more heat sensitive they seem to be. That rubber lane out there just cooks, and it's just all the oil comes out, and it just gets slippery. And then when we go back out there, the tires just don't stick to it as well. So that's kind of what goes on. Definitely felt like today it was more temperature sensitive than what we've seen here in the past few years, where the tires were really hard, the track really didn't get really black, and lay a lot of rubber down. So definitely a bit of a difference. I think it caught some guys off guard for sure. I think some guys were better prepared than others. We were somewhere in the middle and then got better as we went.
Do we have any further questions for Martin? Martin, congratulations and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it.
Claire wanted to grab you for a quick interview. Claire, are you going to go in your room?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, guys.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
If I could have your attention again in the media center, we are now joined by the Coors Light pole winner for Sunday's 48th annual Firekeepers Casino 400, and he's Joey Logano, driver of the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford. Joey won the pole with a lap of 199.557 miles per hour. It's his 16th pole and 270 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races. His second pole, an 11th top 10 start in 2016, and his second pole in 15 races here at Michigan International Speedway. Could you please just walk us through that lap on a really hot, interesting day here at Michigan International Speedway?
I didn't know we were so close to that 200-mile-an-hour average. I wanted to it'd be kind of cool to say you hit that. But, overall, these cars are – I don't know if you guys talked to the other drivers yet, and I wonder if they say the same thing, but they're out of control. It's a lot of fun. You're booking down in the corners at 200 and something. I don't know what it is, but it feels really fast. And you get to the corner and you get your hands full trying to figure out what you're going to do. And, it's just it's a fun challenge for the drivers. It's equally as big of a challenge it is for the race teams. And, hats off to Team Penske and their engineering department and simulation department to, come to a racetrack without any practice with this package at all and be able to be the fastest car in qualifying day. So, proud of the effort everyone's put in. And, we got a couple practices tomorrow to get it a little better in race trim, and we'll see how that is. And the one thing we do know for sure at this point is that we have a good starting spot and a good pit stall. And everything after that is still a big unknown, I think, with this race. So I'm really excited about it.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll open the floor to questions. We'll go wireless mic to you. We'll start with Reed and go to Bob.
NASCAR wire service. You finally figured out which 2 rounds to win, right?
Yeah, it's about time, right? It's been the last couple ones have stung a lot. We've won the first 2 rounds and come in second in the last one. So we figured it out. We won the same amount of rounds, but the right one. This one is the one that counts. So that's the one that gets you up here to be able to talk about something good.
and how different were conditions during time trials as opposed to practice?
It was hot. I think it was pretty warm in practice as well, but we really didn't go as fast as we did in practice, which I don't know if that's because Xfinity cars have laid down more rubber or what it was, but it went a little slower, which we didn't. We went the same speed, so maybe the track just came to us a little bit, but it's funny. I mean, I swear if we didn't have anybody here to compare ourselves off of, I'd say we were in big trouble for the race. But knowing that everyone else's cars are, equally as bad or worse, that you feel a little better about it. But it's also a big deal here. You think about Michigan. Roger Penske built this racetrack. To be able to win anything here for him is special in his backyard. Now also Ford's. We all know the involvement they have at the Speedway as well. So it's nice to be able to win for them.
Go next to Bob and then to Pete.
Bob Pocker, CSPN. Do you have any idea exactly kind of how fast you all are going before you have to lift going into turn 1? And does it feel any faster?
I have no clue how fast we're going. I figured you guys knew. You guys are reporters, so I just drive. It feels fast. 218. All right, that's cool. I like that. That sounds good. What the cool part is to me is when you get to the start-finish line, it's not done pulling. Here in the past, you kind of get to the start-finish line, you're not really accelerating anymore. It kind of stalls out. It's not stalling out. That bad boy's pulling all the way down into the corner, and then when you get there, you got to figure it all out. So it's pretty cool that that this package has done that. It definitely it puts it back into you say the driver's hands, but it equally as much in the team's hands to try to get a balance right on this thing.
Go next to Pete.
Pete Pistone, MRN.com, SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Working tomorrow, specifically, what will you work on, and what about in traffic? What do you think that's going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know about in traffic yet. I haven't been in traffic, so I would assume it's going to be better than what it used to be in traffic. It's going to be definitely better than the last time we were here with that big spoiler on the back. So now we got that thing off. It's definitely better in traffic compared to that. I don't know exactly what it's going to do, though. Whether it's going to get tighter or looser or just more out of the racetrack. It's a lot of an unknown at this point. We focus a lot on qualifying, and the first few runs of today, I didn't want to get near anyone because my car wasn't good enough to do that yet. So tomorrow we'll be able to work on our car more and have a good direction on where to go with it, and kind of have an idea of where the race is going to go.
Any additional questions for Joey? We'll go to the gentleman back here and up to Lee.
Aaron Bearden, front stretch. Joey, last year track position was so vital here, especially in the second race, but also in the first one too. Given the limited experience you've had with this first one, obviously you haven't run in traffic yet, but how important do you think track position could be this Sunday compared to in the previous couple years?
I think it'd be less important, but still important. Track position always plays when you're making decisions on top of the pit box. Whether you're going to pit or not towards the end of the race or what's going to happen. I think the interesting thing will be just kind of see what there is for tire fall off. Is this less downforce and less side force going to wear the tires more? It should. So that'll change the strategy some. And that'll affect how important track position is, kind of depending on how much tires are falling off.
Go next to Lee.
least SpencerMotorsport.com, they were saying that a lot of the guys had trouble feeling the rear end with the cars, going around the track. Can you kind of explain that sensation? And is that going to be precarious when you do get out among 39 other drivers?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was more crossed up than I've ever been at Michigan. This is usually one of those racetracks your car is pretty well locked down, and when it comes out of the track and you get loose, you usually crash. Today, I was able to really let it hang out. Into turns 3 a few times, I had my hands to the right and hanging onto it, and really didn't slow down any. So it's like, oh, cool. You think you would have and slid up the racetrack, but it just definitely the car. It's weird. It's almost become more forgiving, which is kind of a weird way of looking at it, because it's a lot easier to make mistakes and a lot easier to slip up and go out of the groove. But it seems like you can recover a little bit better without losing as much speed, which is interesting as I think about it up here. But it seems like that's kind of how it's going to be. But I think that's what's going to also make the racing better is there's going to be more mistakes, and that's what creates passes, in my opinion.
Are you going to make an effort tomorrow to race around other cars and try to get together in a fairly large pack so that Sunday won't be that big an unknown?
I don't think I'll make that much of an effort, but I will try to get around some cars. I don't think we'll wait and try to get in a group and get in a pack. I think if you get behind 2 cars, you're going to have a good idea of what's going to happen in the race. You'll have a general idea. It'd be nice to get maybe next to somebody or inside or the outside of them, just to kind of get a feel for what the air is going to do when you're under somebody. That part's going to be important, because I would assume a lot of cars are going to be pretty free into the corner. You don't have no spoiler in the back holding you, so you think about the inside car trying to pull to the bottom to pass somebody and how free it's going to be. I would expect guys getting loose on the bottom and washing up, and whatever happens from there is an unknown. But just kind of getting a feel for how that's going to be. It will be important, but I don't think it's going to be like Xfinity practice where you're just searching for someone to get behind because your car's wide open all the way around. It's complete opposite of an Xfinity car. It's more different than an Xfinity car than it's ever been. Which makes a lot of sense on why I'm running an Xfinity car. I have no idea, but that car is good too. I think that's going to be the best one I've had all year, so I'm excited about that one too.
Any additional questions for Joey? Okay, Joey, congratulations again on winning the Coors Light Pole Award, and good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks, guys.